On average, if you're more jacked than not, a higher percentage of females will feel like interacting with you in that female way, though by a small margin. And after you get a certain level of jacked, which I passed probably like 40 or 50 pounds of muscle ago, it's a diminishing returns and you're just in the fetish market at that point. Like if you like a gigantic hairy man, I'm your guy. Yeah. If not, you're like, the fuck is that? Why is it looking at me? It's scary.
I remember this. This was like 2010. This guy would show women these like 7 different body types, and they'd say which one is the most attractive. And universally, it was the weird, like the dad bod, Justin Bieber, which is kind of like the skinny, you know, muscly,
hipster, yeah.
Or Brad Pitt from Fight Club.
Brad Pitt from Fight Club is undefeated.
He won.
Brad
by
Pitt
far,
from Fight Club
but
is
the
the
dad
man.
bod was very close behind. Yeah. Why do women like the dad bod?
Because they can control it. They can control.
Oh my God! Here we go. Conspiracy theory time.
Actually, don't. Like I'm not red pilled. I'm just saying, like my intuitive sense, and I could be. Please, just rip me to shreds in the comments. Just please do it. I feel like there's a chance that they know if you put on some weight that they probably can too. Sorry, I think they think that they can put on some weight too. And on top of that, they probably think you're not going to leave if you're not like super high up on whatever hierarchy, that they think you're gauging yourself on.
I'm going to counter.
Please do.
I believe it's because it signals a guy's not taking himself too seriously. And that the guy who has like a six-pack might be a little too serious.
Intimidating?
No, I don't think it's an intimidation thing. I think it's just the guy could show that he could let loose and just
He's there for a good time.
Live in the moment. Versus a guy who's like, no, I got to go to the gym every single day, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to miss my diet. A little bit more regimented is less mysterious. And the dude who's like, all right, I'm going to pull back 6 beers tonight.
As a beautiful woman, what are your thoughts on this?
Oh, boy. So far out of my area of expertise that I'm just bullshitting at this point. Same. I suspect it's same. I suspect it could be a combination of all the factors you guys listed. For some women, I think it's definitely a big part. Everything you guys said is true. I think another thing is dad bod signifies you're in the dad part of your life. If you're ripped and lean and all that shit, I think women who are looking for a longer term partner sometimes probabilistically, totally subconsciously assess you as probably a cheating asshole. And maybe if not cheating, just not ready to settle down. And so you're nice to look at, you might be nice to touch for an evening. You're not really boyfriend material. And if you have more of a dad bod, you're in the dad phase of your life. And you're a bit more tame. You're a bit less of kind of an animal and a little less intimidating and scary. And also, you don't seem like the kind of guy to go out there and smash, 100 bitches in a row or whatever. And you're kind of like super low key and probably more likely to be monogamous. I'd also say that stated versus revealed preferences is a thing. Have you guys ever heard about that?
100%.
Yeah, like what you say you like versus bitch, who you talking to at the club though? Hey, dad bod guy. She's like, yeah, I think go fuck Adonis over there. He looks great. I want to bite every single one of his abs at a time. And so a lot of times there's a little bit of that at play. A lot of this is like cultural elements and stuff. A lot of it goes in waves. Sometimes women, really are feeling one thing or another. There's also, I believe, a tie to the menstrual cycle. When women are in part of the menstrual cycle, they want a fucking like jacked, bearded, hairy, lean man with giant hands to cover their face as he does whatever to them. My word. Like, bro, have you guys ever read romance novels? Holy fucking shit. Holy shit.
I've heard the stories.
We know you've read them, Graham. I have not read them.
Graham's got like a cigar on a Friday night leaving through a book like, whoa. But that's definitely an archetype that women are like probabilistically more inclined to be attracted to during some times of their menstrual cycle. And then there are other times they go for like low key dad vibes, and that other guy's like, ugh, like grotesque and super scary. And that's also shown to be something that like is a thing in men too. Like when guys are single and looking for meaningful connection, they tend to prioritize their interest towards girls that look like they have like long-term potential, like maybe someone who looks a little bit more mild-mannered, not super whored out, no bimbo type of shit, and someone who's a great conversationalist, so on and so forth. Someone who demonstrates values like care and conscientiousness starts to become very attractive. But for guys that, like, let's say just got out of a long-term relationship and they're kind of sick of the shit, like it's just bimbos and hoes all the way down is the only shit you're looking at, because you're like, daddy needs to eat, and you feel me? And then it's like a quite a different archetype. So there's a lot of variance there. So I'd say that it's definitely a thing. But grotesquely over-muscled people are just rarely found attractive by statistical averages. Now, in the fitness industry, sometimes in some circles, like the more jacked you are, the higher fraction of girls like you, because you're just high up in the local status hierarchy. Like, I'll tell you this, if you are at a hardcore fitness gym where there's tons of jacked people and tons of really fit girls, and you're ultra jacked and super tall and super heavy, and you walk in and all the other guys are like, fuck, like visibly, like not disturbed by your presence, but like reverent, a certain fraction of girls will be like, ooh, because I think it's kind of a known thing that women will, on pure intuitive vibes, pick up who the guys tend to fear / respect / look up to. And if you're popular with the guys, some fraction of girls, not all, because some girls could give a fuck, will be like, this is the alpha male of this group. And they can't help but feel some vibes off of that.
I do notice, though, that for men that lift, you get more compliments from other guys.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I notice even when, like, our friends are going to the gym and you haven't seen them for a few months and they come back, I'm like, dude, you look great.
Yeah.
How'd you do that? Tell me about it. And the same thing with me. Like, if I've really been dialed in, people notice that and compliment.
Yes, it feels nice. But from that perspective of like increasing your probabilities with women or whatever, that definitely helps. Because if women see you in interaction and you're kind of the center of attention, you're kind of getting complimented by guys and kind of people are a bit reverent of you. Some women are just not into it. But some women, they catch some vibes off that, and it increases your chances probabilistically, I suppose, if you're looking at it from that perspective. But it was never my intention to get girls like this. It never really worked either. And I've never really gotten a whole lot of girls. So, well, there you go. We squared that circle.